Okay, now I'd like to take you to look at the virtual machine or box of Kenobi on the Tryhackme. And in this episode, I'd like to use the attack box provided by Tryhackme to do this penetration testing. I have already started the machine and also connected to the attacks box. So yeah, make sure you are connected to our network and deploy the machine. Yes, I am. And scan the machine with an Nmap. How many ports are open? To save time, I've already made the Nmap scanning. As you can see, this is the command to scan the target. So from the Nmap scanning results, as you can see, some open ports. So how many? In total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think the answer should be 7. Yeah, your answer is correct. Now I think the task 2 is to enumerate Samba for shares. I think even the author doesn't give us this instruction. We have to do this way. So how to, but I like to use a different way rather than this instruction here. I think I can use the SMB client rather than a map. I think the effect or result would be the same. And the password of my attacks box. So I think how many shares have been found. Of course, you also can use the Nmap script to do this. But for my personal habit, I'd like to use the SMB client 2 or utility. And I think the 3 shares. And once you are connected, list the files on the share. What's the file you can see? Then we can SMB client. Anonymous. Oh, sorry. I mistyped these words. Anonymous. Root. And we can get the lock. And then we can quit. If you follow along my video series, I think so far my steps demonstrated here is very familiar with you. So what's the file you can see? The file name is lock.txt. Again, you can use this way to get the file down. So what port number? I think from the map scanning result, we have already know that the port number for FTP is 21. And also from the map scanning results, we have already know that the target has an FS sharing, file sharing service running. So to list the shares, we can use the show mount command rather than this one. Of course, you can use the Nmap script to do that. But yeah, this is depending on what you like. And the IP address. Okay, so what amount is var. Okay, so I think we need to mount this mount directory, and we can set up the directory on the attack box or Kali Linux. And then we can use the mount, and the type is NFS, and the IP address var, and the mount point is TMP share. Okay, successful, and we can go into this directory. It seems like we are in the var directory on the target, so we just temporarily quit this directory, and now we need to do some investigation on the FTP surface. So we can use the netcat to make a collection to the target. The IP address is, and the port number. So from the banner, we can know this is the version of the FTP software. Submit. Yeah, it's correct. How many exploits? I think we can quit and use the search exploit and pro FTPD. And the version, I think we got 3 exploits, but actually this answer is not correct. So I think for this question, I'm a bit in doubt for the answer. Anyway, the 4 is correct one, and we know the FTP service is running at this user. So from the share, also we can use the enum to enumerate the username information. Because this version of Pro FTPD has site or mod copy vulnerability, and then we can utilize this vulnerability to make a copy some specific files from the source to the destination. So from here we can confirm the username is this one. So we can make a collection to FTP again. And the file I'd like to copy is private key, and we can use the side command, and the source should be Kenobi SSH. And then we use the site copy to the var and the temp directory and the lim. Yeah, copy successful. Now we can quit and we can navigate into the mounted directory, and we can list the content and go to the temp directory. Yeah, we successfully made a copy of the private key. We can cut this private key. We can make a copy of the content. And then we can quit this directory, and then we can set up the private key locally. Paste in here, right, and quit. Right? But before we can use this private key, we need to change the privilege settings or not executable. Should be 400, and then we can log in to the target, and the username is Kenobi, and the IP address is what? I think this is correct. Yes. As you can see, we successfully log into the target via SSH. Then the goal now for us is to elevate our privilege, and we can run the sudo. But we didn't get the password yet, so we just try 3 attempts. But I think we need to answer these questions. Yeah, we knew that was amount we could see. Yes, what's the user flag? I think we can cat user. So I think this is the user flag. Make a copy to the be here, clipboard, and then we can make a copy from the clipboard and submit. Next, we need to escalate privilege. What file looks particularly out of the ordinary? Next thing, we can find commands which has SUID bit, and we just interested in file rather than directories, and redirect or error to null or black hole. So what a file looks like abnormal, I think should be this one, menu, and run. We can run this file menu. How many options? 3 appears, and we can select the option 1. It's like yeah, we got the response. It looks like this is the HTTP response, and this is a header. So I think we can use the string command to see what's inside in this file. URL bin menu. Let's scroll up. As you can see from here, not. So I think my internet is not so good. We need to have more patience. Maybe I can okay. Let's check all readable characters. So where is invalid? Yeah, here as you can see, I think this file is trying to use the command Q to make a collection to localhost. And it's very important to note that this command doesn't use absolute pass. So I think we can generate our own Q command and then elevate our privilege. So how to do it? We can navigate to temp directory and echo bin Q, and we can change mode to Q. But also we need to modify the pass environmental variable. Sorry, TMP pass. Okay, and then let's run the menu again and choose the first option. As you can see from the banner, we have already become the root user, and then we can navigate to the root directory, and then we can get the root flag without any issue. And we can make a copy and we can copy to clipboard and then submit, completed. Yeah, congratulations, we have already done this box of Kenobi. So that's all I'd like to go through for this room. I hope you to enjoy this video. Bye.